So yes, pretty bitch with a big dick.
And you would never, and I mean never, think that he...
My eyes and ears burn. Because if Chudthebuilder shot a black man and himself outside a courthouse, I hope he actually do get time, because supposedly they say he's getting 58 years. 56 to 58 years because he shot somebody and it was premeditated. I remember seeing the Twitter posts about it. Like the Twitter post that he made, he basically said that he was going to shoot somebody and walk free, and all that race is going to be mad whenever he walks free. So let's get into it.
I walked up to him because they were pointing at me. They were laughing. They were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in." He said, "You start saying all that chimp out to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Well, gee, I wonder why he was wailing on you. He literally said he has PTSD, and you tried to cut out the part that you said it, because you know you said it, because that's the only reason he would have started wailing away on you. And you knew that you had to make yourself look good, so you had to cut out that part that you actually said it, even though he said don't say it. Yeah, see, bro, that's what be wrong with people with half truths, and that's probably why they was not buying that shit, because that's the only reason he would wail on you, especially if he's a veteran. And he's got PTSD. Or at least I don't know if he's a veteran. I just know that he got a PTSD. Yeah, nah, bro.
It actually happened. This is breaking news. I was gonna put another Chudthebuilder video out today, but this one is definitely gonna have to go on top of it. Chudthebuilder has pew-pewed a man that he was in an altercation on the street with, and while doing so, he actually did graze himself in the process. Now, I will say there's gonna be a deeper dive into this video because there's so much to unpack, and I don't have all the details right now. I'm seeing a lot of things floating around on the internet, some of which claiming that the man himself is no longer with us, meaning that Chud did end his life. But I don't know what type of claims Chud is going to make in court with this defense team that he's gonna have, if this man is, no longer living or not. But based off of some of the stuff he was saying on stream before this incident, it seems as though he was kind of predicting a situation like this would happen, which would make things really, really tricky.
Yeah, I don't know how to convince you guys that I'm literally a single guy with a camera. Somebody could come up and try to kill me right now. There's nothing I could do about it, but I'm protected by the Lord, and I believe in his divine protection.
And you know something? You wouldn't have to worry about things like this if you weren't a dickhead to everybody that you ran across. Like, you literally walked up to people and did that, antagonizing people, and expect them to just be okay with it. And you know what you do? You could have just simply not did that. You're doing it for the clicks and the views and probably those racist people on Twitter. Like this, he's probably the prime example of a racist Twitter person if they came IRL and try to act like that. Because if you go through Twitter, it could be, it don't matter what type of post it is, you're going to have lots of racist people underneath. For no reason. No reason at all. That's the crazy part about it. No reason. And he's probably one of those people too, and he wanted to impress them so bad. He's like, look guys, I could do it in person. Just out here antagonizing people, being a menace to society for no reason. No reason at all.
Other than that, I'm literally a sitting
All
duck.
for some
Since his
clicks on
return
the
to
internet.
streaming, he had not changed pretty much anything that he had done about the way that he goes about making any sort of content. And now we're in a situation where, in an act of self-defense, there is himself, Chudthebuilder, in the hospital because he grazed himself with a bullet, which I don't know how that's even possible. And also a man in an unknown condition at the time of the recording of this video. Pretty sure we'll probably have some clarification by the time it comes out. All of this to me marks the end-all defeat of...
So you mean to tell me this man was swinging on you, you decided to pull out your blicky, and you hit yourself in the process of trying to hit him. So not only are you a public nuisance to people, but also can't aim. Pick a struggle. You gotta pick a struggle. How you can? You always like. I remember seeing the clips and all that saying that, oh, I will pepper spray you. He didn't pepper spray people, or I will shoot you if you get too close and all that. Yada yada yada. But you mean to tell me you get those things, but you don't even know how to use it? Yeah, nah, bro. It's raps, bro. And there's people like this all over the world, and we walk with them every day, and you never know. He just open about it.
Of a Chud the Builder, but for the most part, I've been screaming this from the rooftops. This type of antagonizing content is not gonna have some good result. It's never gonna end well. And Chud's return to streaming was doomed from the start anyway. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way. This saga is—
You know how bad of a person you gotta be to get banned from Kick of all places? And Kick is literally one of them platforms where you could do just about anything. That's why they get a terrible rep over there on Kick. A lot of people, whenever they get banned on Twitch, that's where they're going, to Kick. So if you get banned off of Kick, you're just doing heinous acts. Because it didn't even look like he was streaming on Kick right there. It looked like he was streaming on some other third-party website. Like, if it has to get to that point to where you streaming on, like, Party and all that, bro, just go ahead and end the streaming career. It just ended. You don't even need to be doing all that no more, bro. That means you're doing too much. You got kicked off a Kick. And they literally allow you to do just about anything. Just about. I wouldn't say anything. But you could say anything on there. Your chat could say anything unfiltered, all of that. So you got kicked off of there, bro. It's raps. You need to wrap it up, bro.
Over with, and I need to get in on it. So get your popcorn ready, because we're doing Chud the Builder 90 times after this one. Now, back into the video. All right, we know who Chud is. No need to explain any backstory. He's the weirdo, racist streamer / content creator who goes around antagonizing people, egging them on to say the most nonsensical things in the world, and claiming that free speech is gonna save him. But what myself and other commentary channels have been trying to tell him is that free speech isn't just a pass to say anything, do anything, antagonize anybody.
Before he continues the sentence, freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. Cannot stress that enough. Me, for example, right? If somebody calls me the hard R, or says, even with the A and they're not a black person, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't care. It don't affect me. I'm not going to let it affect me. It don't really bother me because they're trying to get you out of body and all that stuff, right? And me, I already don't care. I got bills and junk to pay. I got other things in life to deal with. I can easily walk away from this person. I'll never see them again. You know what I'm saying? I only care about if you get within my personal bubble. That's it. Right? Cool. But I can't say the same for the next person that you walk to down the street. That person might shoot you in your face. They might uppercut you and leave you with no bottom jaw. I can't say the same. And I will not help you if I see that person beating and wailing away, I will not help you. Because you just tried to antagonize me and it didn't work. And you went to the next person because you thought that person would be the same way. Just because I'm not going to be no pushover, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and let you do it. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to walk away from the situation. I'm not going to let you fall. And if you continue to harass me and all that, then I'm going to call somebody. You know what I'm saying? It might be the cops. It might be, you know what I'm saying, security. Depends on where we at. Cool. But that person right there, they might not care nothing about none of that. They probably is on their last little strike. You never know what people in the world. You never know. Something could be that last little tick in their mind to where, yep, it's go time. You never know with the people that you're talking to. It could be one small thing to set them off. It could be that last little thing. They'd already had the worst day, and all it takes is one small little thing for them to just let go of everything. And that one little thing could have been it. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So freedom of speech is cool, but freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. Simple as that.
It's really just a stupid way to build up your content and get a little bit of buzz on your name. Now, where we left off in the saga was Chudthebuilder getting arrested for stealing dinner and then becoming a public nuisance, harassing people, resisting arrest, all these other things. Also breaking his bond agreement from the last time he got arrested. A criminal, a douchebag, a charlatan, all these different things. And coming out of that jail cell and jumping right on the live stream, you saw a change in the demeanor of Chudthebuilder. Something spooked him in there, and he's realizing that the consequences of his actions are real.
They took me to a building that was not the jail. After they arrested me, they did not take me to the jail to book immediately. They took me to some building, then some dude in plain clothes gets out. He's clearly a detective, and he takes me into the room in the back of the building, leaves me there for like an hour. He tells me that, oh, you know, the FBI is interested in talking to you. We're waiting on him. He comes in there. They sit down. He's like, okay, I'm with the terrorist, anti-terrorist organization, or whatever unit. He's talking to me, asking me questions, saying, are you with any organizations? And I'm like, organizations? I'm literally just a dude with a phone. Then he says, well, are you affiliated with the GDL? Like, what the is a GDL? Never even heard nothing like that. The Goyim Defense League.
Now, this wasn't just some...
I can't even say I blame them. Look at the stuff that you post. You post racist stuff all the time. It's only a matter... If you post all that type of content, literally antagonizing people, doing junk like that on purpose, you literally give them a reason to believe that you probably part of those type groups. Like, you can't post stuff like that and intentionally do stuff like to antagonize people or just straight up mess with people for the hell of the game, quote unquote, and then whenever they try to defend themselves, try to mace them and all that, and think that nobody's going to think that you're part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even whenever it come down to other people, like say you see this person around all these gangbangers and all that, if you hang around them long enough, guess what? Now you're associated with that group too, even though you didn't do nothing. Those could be just your friends, but since you always around them, you associated with him. But in his particular case, he acts like this, so that's why they associated him with that particular type of niche of people.
Some sort of simple arrest. Chudthebuilder bypasses the neighborhood booking and gets upscaled to the FBI and some sort of major interrogation. Now, probably because, I don't know, he couldn't read the room for the past couple of years, Chudthebuilder had to have realized that there's been a collective of, you know, provocateurs, groups of people who are anti-this, anti-that, anti-black, Jew, gay, all these things that have been growing in the United States. And this is part of the reason why his whole free speech gimmick falls apart. Sure, you can say things in a vacuum, I guess, but not realizing that there are tons of others that share those sentimentalities, you're gonna get lumped in, just like you kind of lump in people and put them in a group and in a collective. So quickly into that FBI investigation, they accused Chudthebuilder of being a part of an organization or a group. Now, I had to look it up, but the GDL is basically a group of white supremacists that are provocateurs in the space that go around spreading anti-Semitic rhetoric, and they do public stunts, basically. So they go in public, make a mockery of people, wear certain costumes and clothing, try to provoke people in the public space, similar to what Chud actually does. See, Chud doesn't realize that while the internet is rewarding him for these clips that he's putting out, which they're really not, to be quite honest with you, they aren't. He's gonna chud around and find out, because real life people don't take this stuff lightly. And it's not just the average everyday person that you run up on at a gas station or while walking down the street. Now the legal system is involved with you. Even if you got out of this situation, which he does, because he ultimately doesn't, you know, get detained for being a part of this group here, your name is on a watch list, buddy. They know about you and they are looking at your every move. Let's be clear, they're watching your streams as we speak going forward. It's not a joke anymore. That character that you're trying to play isn't landing, and it looks like it's wearing on you. Also, in the return stream, the energy of Chud felt off. He kept saying that nothing affects him, nothing impacts him, he's fine and he's dandy.
Well, I don't feel so.
Whenever people speak like that, trust me, it's wearing on them. They're just trying to put up a good social act. It wears on them. He's lying. There's no way that you being like this and having to duck every time that you walk outside of the house because of the stuff that you say on the internet or the way you antagonize people, and now people recognize your face, you're not feeling some type of way. Like you literally have to carry mace and all that on you. Right? And you saying it's not affecting you? If you doing stuff to where you have to carry mace and a gun at all points in time to feel protected because of whatever reason, then that means you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. Like, bro, nah.
Defeated. I'm just tired. I'm not defeated about any of it, anything that you guys know about yet.
But the bomb that he drops really reveals the real life consequences of when you pose yourself as being one of these dickheads on the internet. My mama always told me that you are a representation of everybody else that shares your last name or your image or your likeness. I have a brother on social media named Legend of Winning, and if he or I do something bad, it always comes back to bite one another in the butt. That's why it's fairly important to keep our names clean. Chudthebuilder doesn't realize that though. He doesn't realize the actions that he has on the internet will have real world implications up until now, where he gets disowned from his family.
I might as well tell you what I'm really upset about. My son's mother texted me today saying that she wants to change his name, switch it from mine. She fears for him, you know.
Of course she fears for him. The junk that you saying and all that. And if people go back and look at the track record, they gonna be attacking him. Like, bro, nah, bro. Nah, gang. No. No. There's no, we're not feeling bad for you because you decided to do all this stuff on the internet and now your wife want to change your son's last name. You made your bed, lay in it. Don't flip the script. We're not feeling bad for you. Skip that. Why we live so early? Because I got a lot of videos and a lot of games that I had to play and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to actually focus in on my YouTube stuff now. You know what I'm saying? That, and also I was off today. I got asked if I was pregnant because of my weird cravings. What? Oh my God. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Yeah, just outside mowing the lawn. I was like, dang, bruh. Because I wanted a Pepsi and ice cream sandwich. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense then, why they would ask that question. At my final concert today, we did all right. No, I can't yet. Wait, a Pepsi, ice cream sandwich, and lettuce? Ugh, what the bro, nah. Hell no. And pretzel and hot fries. Like, you see, pretzel and hot fries, that's like a, you know, it's kind of, you might think about it. You know what I'm saying? But that? Hell no, bro. What the fuck?
She's like, oh, you tarnished your name, and I don't want him to have to deal with that. And I'm sitting there thinking, I walk through the streets, and respectable people are literally stopping their cars in the road to shake my hand. I'm walking past people that want to take a picture every second, and the only people that don't like me are that are trying to kill me. She's more racist than I am, is the funny thing. She's not some. They always want to make bullshit up.
Do you know how much of a douchebag you have to be in order for your presumably racist, at least as Chud said, baby's mother to disown you and your last name because of the stuff that you're putting out on the internet, how you're getting publicly ousted and publicly blasted? That's got to be some of the most embarrassing stuff in the world. If your digital footprint ever gets like that, you should probably reconsider doing your job or doing...
Eating lettuce alone? Strawberry and caramel. I mean, that's a understandable one, but lettuce alone, my nigga, just go get a salad. Yeah, just go get a salad.
Whatever you are doing. I don't know. This is so weird. And Chud is like befuddled here because he can debate everybody else, right? He can debate the police. He can debate the platforms. He can debate the people on the street, but he can't debate a mother trying to protect their child. You can call it whatever you want, but when the backlash and ramifications are coming to somebody else who is loosely
like a freaking goat in the backyard just eating anything and everything you see.
He still doesn't really get it. Towards the end of that same segment, he actually just takes blame claim off of himself saying that, you know, he's just walking down the street being a respectable man and that his baby's mother is the one that's a coward because she's a woman.
She's not a fucking liberal or anything. She's just a woman. They're all cowards, and I get it. You know, they don't understand what it means to be at war. I try not to
be at war. Nigga, you're not at war with nobody but the people that you're doing it to yourself. You're literally doing the shit to yourself, my nigga. Nobody told you to do everything that you're doing. Then on top of that, she's a coward for wanting to protect her kid and all that. She might be racist too. So I'm not putting too much past her, but still, it's like, it's one thing to be racist into yourself and racist to the whole world. And showing it and being completely open about it. Because now you can't live in peace. Highly doubt you'll be live later, but okay, I'll see you later. All right, you stay safe. Appreciate you for stopping back in. But yeah, all right. What? You're doing too much, bro.
be like that.
But this just exposes how defeated that he is. He's really just making up a bunch of excuses as to why he is the one putting his life in this situation right now. So Chud can say that he is not defeated all that he wants. But when your family / child's mother is taking away the last name of your child, the thing that you're supposed to share, your claim to fame here, then it looks like the content is already beating you, buddy. It looks like you're already defeated. I can tell by the tears that are about to come up off of your face. And now that Chud the Builder is weaker than he's ever been, the internet is gonna do what the internet starts to do. They're gonna dig and they're gonna dig and they're gonna dig. Problem is that Chud is gonna give them as much ammo as possible. This is when we introduce Chud's bedroom behaviors. Now, I'm not one that is to shame what people do in between them sheets and behind closed doors. We all like something different, you know what I'm saying?
Wasn't this dude outed to be found as a booty warrior? Or not even the one doing the bending, but getting bent, supposedly. As crazy as he be talking or be trying to... What's this video about? It's about Chud the Builder, how he just recently got some time. He shot somebody outside of a courthouse. And now he's about to get 56 to 58 years. Potentially.
We all like something a little bit of strange, but what makes this so interesting is that for somebody who has posed themselves to be this big, aggressive, macho man, free speech type of dude, you would never think that he was hanging around somebody named Lily Venus. What does she call herself?
So yes, pretty bitch with a big dick.
And you would never, and I mean never, think that he...
My eyes and ears burn. Because if they just had to blur that part out of the video, that means I know that something why? I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to talk about the rest of this segment. I'm gonna just let it play for a minute. No, bro.
Would get into some of the stuff that she is claiming that he gets into.
Well, he's not lying. I already told y'all we used to smoke. He used to sell me weed. And we did raw dog. A lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret that I perform prostate massages, if you will, for men. I've been doing it. So yes, pretty bitch with a big dick. I have not fucked Dalton since like 2015. He was a little chubbier then. His cheeks used to clap in such like the cutest way. Now Chud, he doesn't even have a little chubby butt no more, so I probably wouldn't fuck him again. But I'm wondering, did you bring that up because you want to spin the block? Now, when I first fucked him, he was a virgin, and I'm having a hunch that he probably hasn't been fucked since me and my ex-wife. We can start small, buddy. I got you, but you don't have to fucking cap. Like, if you're gonna say that we fucked, say the whole truth, okay?
Now, for what it's worth, these...
What was that? That was a power pole. That was a power pole extend and a power pole retract. And oh my God. Do my ears deceive? No, they didn't. That's That's the part. That's why it bothered me. I'm like, hey, I expected a lot of things, but I wasn't expecting like representation. I'm glad it was blurred out, but bro, nah.
All allegations. Although this woman does know very, very intimate details
My ears
about
and eyes
and
burn.
for what it's worth, Chudthebuilder himself or his cameraman or his team or whatever the case may be have linked Chudthebuilder with this woman. So
she was the booty warrior. And he was the the description she gave, bro. Oh my God.
you know, we're calling it an allegation, but he's even at least a little bit supporting some of the claim here. This allegation makes the character and the facade of Chudthebuilder look so false. It looks like it's sitting on a freshly dunked Oreo ready to crumble. This is a contradiction. How does such a mighty masculine man do the bending, as Janet Jackson would say?
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
Now people, even those that were supporting Chudthebuilder, are starting to question him and his validity. Now he doesn't look just racist, he looks performative in all of this. Was all of this true? Was it a stunt to become somebody bigger and more famous in this space? And ultimately, at what cost? Now, you're known as the guy that's doing the bending, or you're bending in this situation.
Yeah, not doing the bending.
You can see the lack of seriousness that people are taking him when he comes back.
And based off the way that woman just described it, he's getting bent, folded up. He done got every oh my gosh. He said got every no. It's the description that she was able to say, bro.
First of all, I think it's important to note that he did not learn an absolute thing after being detained, after being questioned for being on this list or in this organization or whatever the case may be. He's going back to being good old Chudthebuilder that everybody knows and hates on the internet.
Think, is it www? Why the fuck would you send me a link that doesn't work? Bro, I need a real manager that's not a fucking yeah, that link doesn't work. Good job. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not fucking doing this. Yeah, TTS not working. It's not gonna work. Get somebody who knows how to do what the fuck they're supposed to do. Take a second to add the TTS link. Yeah, I go to add it. It's fucking not even a link.
He can't even handle a simple issue without doing some sort of public meltdown. It shows how fragile Chudthebuilder actually really is. But I don't think that the meltdown was the biggest takeaway from me when he returned to live streaming. It was actually the reception that he got from the people on the street. His name is out there. The word is out and everybody knows about who he is. So they're not entertaining the conversation as they once were. They're just insulting him, not falling for the rage bait, and honestly keeping it pushing. They are so done with Chudthebuilder. Everybody is done with Chudthebuilder.
What up, guys?
You a bitch, bro. Nah, I don't want to dab you up.
Fuck you, man.
I want to dab you up.
White boy.
All right, bro.
Yeah, go fucking suck a big black dick.
You claim.
Of course he would know something about that, wouldn't he? He gonna say that, but he would know something about that, huh? According to the lady that was just talking, apparently he knows something about, power poles, huh? That nobody want to shake up with people like that.
Yeah, don't square up with me, little kid.
Little kid, bro. I'm 17, I still beat your ass, bro.
Come over here and say
I just got committed to fucking.
Are you threatening bodily harm? You might want to watch out, kids.
I've been back.
Threatening bodily harm again.
Shave that beard. Shave that little ass mustache you got. You look like a pussy. No, what was that shit that got leaked to you with you the fucking filters on?
Which
looking
AI
like a little
pick
bitch?
you like? Which
AI pick?
Which one is your favorite?
Not AI.
Which one's your favorite?
That was not AI.
Talk about a no frontal lobe.
All right.
That arrest was supposed to serve as some sort of warning to Chudthebuilder.
And now he getting embarrassed until he tried to sound all tough to some kid. Nah.
Accept the type of nonsense.
It's too late. Everybody already seen it.
Ethos. And that was supposed to help him change his content, change his mind, maybe do something a little bit differently. But ultimately, it's not working. It's falling flat. And if he didn't get it from those people in the jail cell, if he's not getting it from the people on the street that now aren't falling for the gimmick, aren't falling for the rage bait or whatever the case may be, he probably should be getting it from people who even looked at, supporting him or using him as some sort of content turning against him as well. Aiden Ross is somebody who we know loves the provocateurs. He loves to get these racist people on these streams and, have them either entertain the audience or be crazy on stream so he can get a bunch of views or invite him to his brand risk boxing event. But now even Aiden Ross is out on Chudthebuilder.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. On Twitter, there was a page that were hating on me, bro. They were mad at me that I was trying to get him on brand risk.
Get him on brand risk. Come on, homie. You're
No, nigga. No. See, that's the reason why motherfuckers be mad at shit like that. They be mad at that because you giving a racist person or a weird ass person that done antagonizing shit on the internet and messing with people and shit like that. You're giving them a platform. That's why people be so mad at people that do shit like this. You're giving people who don't even deserve a platform an actual platform. That's why. Like, come on, gang. Like, go give it to somebody who actually need a platform. Somebody that's, actually putting forth the work, being a good Samaritan or some junk. Not somebody that's intentionally on the internet to be a grifter or to be like, in order to get some clicks and views, say the most controversial shit, and the people that have to do shit like that. Don't give them a platform. That's always gonna get you hate. Like, come on now, dog.
Businessman. This is about entertainment.
But
find a nigga that want to fight him.
But Unc, no, you're not understanding. Like, the black Twitter is mad at me for trying to get him on brand risk.
Well, they wasn't mad when King Von and Lil Durk was on $1 million mouth worth of game, and they were serial killers.
Listen,
I was.
I'm reading this page. Every time a hardcore anti-black racist person appears, Aiden Ross promotes and elevates them. Nick Fuentes, Gypsy Crusader, and now he's trying to do it with Chud, the loser.
Well, every time they get one of them old killing ass niggas that done killed somebody, been to prison and hurt people, they elevate them. So what's the difference?
Okay, but do you think he's doing...
Not gonna lie, he's not wrong on that shit. He's not wrong, and I still don't understand it. Like, promoting and elevating degenerates and junk like that on the internet is why we have all these YNs now. We're promoting all this violence and all that junk, but it's like, it's the same concept that I was just saying there. Stop promoting those type people and we'll stop getting those. Yeah, but he's not wrong, but he's not right. It's like it's like both, but it's like I'm not trying to be biased neither. He's like, it's dead ass right though, but it's not right that he should be promoting those type people just because other people do it. Because as a whole, it needs to stop. If they stop promoting degenerates and these people that act like that, the people that think that being a YN is cool and all that shit, I kid you not, there was a video I seen. Little dude wasn't no more than maybe 14, 13. He had a pistol in his lap and he was on live stream, like he was on Instagram Live. I didn't understand half the words that nigga was saying other than, oh, we caught y'all lacking and using the... I was like, bro, y'all speaking nigganese. I don't even understand what half the shit y'all saying. All I know is he said that he caught somebody lacking and they ain't do nothing. That's it. And they was like going back and forth talking about they ops and junk like that. And I was like, bro, I don't understand half the junk y'all saying, but y'all, it's not even that serious. But I don't know what life y'all live. But at the same time, y'all promoting these type people is what causes more people to think this shit is cool to do. It needs to stop. It doesn't matter, black, white, Latino, orange, yellow, pink, blue. Everybody needs to stop promoting it. You stop promoting it, it stop happening. Or they need to start cracking down on those type people. Either or, it's got to stop. Otherwise, it's just going to keep on happening.
In a provocative way.
So what? I do it in a provocative way when I say, fuck your dead baby, bitch ass nigga. Fuck your hood. Fuck old block. Fuck King Von. I do it in a provocative way.
I feel like, do you think he's going out in person, getting drunk and baiting?
Yeah, nigga, it makes, why not do it? You see how much attention he's getting.
Now, ultimately, I do believe that Aiden Ross is going to have him on the live stream because it's Aiden Ross at the end of the day. But this is going to show, the second guessing that is, that people are recognizing how much of a brand risk it is to have Chud on there, no pun intended, how much of a liability it's going to be, and this can ultimately be detrimental to your business. And I do think that it says a lot when even Aiden Ross is reconsidering, somebody who has no problem with having these types of people on the platform. And that means you've got to be doing something right or wrong, I guess. Now, of course, he's still gonna have some sort of supporters in the space. Myron from Fresh and Fit loves this guy. He thinks the bee's knees of him, and even... Of
course Myron does. That nigga be on his knees for every single racist person that there is known, man. But whenever all that stuff happened with what's it called? I forgot his name. Then he all of a sudden want to take everything back. Now he wanted to postpone and shit. Nah, bro. Stand on 10 toes on everything you say. You wanted to debate them college people. You wanted to debate them college people. Go ahead and go. You want to reschedule? Nah, gang. You this big tough guy. Because he literally invites people onto his little podcast and all that just to talk shit about every race there is that isn't white or whatever, right? And then 9 times out of 10, he'd be loud and wrong. Then with him being loud and wrong, he'd be wanting to put on for these, like for some of these white people, sometimes it be other people and all that it just be people that's against black people. If you're against black people, then he's with you. And these white people be racist as hell, but whenever it's black, we be racist back as a problem. Yeah, you see what I mean? But it's also at the same time, I don't fight fire with fire. I just walk away from it. Like, there's no point in sitting here and fighting with somebody who has their head in the trash can, my nigga, or a person that has their head up their ass. They're not going to hear shit you got to say. They're just going to be listening to the shit that they talking to themselves. That's it. And they think they do this because they want to put on for these other people who are super racist and all that shit. Just to prove, yeah, I can do it too. Yeah, I'm against them. I don't like them. You just want to be recognized as a cool person to them particular people. And them people don't give a fuck about you, bro. Come on now. They don't care about you. They don't care if you drop dead tomorrow. But you want them to care because you want to be different, even though you look the most like us. And that nigga was from, I forgot where they said he was from, but long story short. And then on top, he got a hair transplant because people was clowning his ass. He got demonetized on YouTube. He got banned off of Twitch. I think he banned off of Kick too. Like he's streaming on some third-party service, like some Party or some junk like that. And then his other person, he doesn't even really say much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's literally just damn near just a follower at that rate. Like he's just agreeing with everything that's being said. He's not even really adding nothing to what he's saying. Nowadays, niggas ain't even racist, only the influencers. Yes. But at the same time, hate goes around the world faster than positivity for whatever reason. That's why you'll always see these people doing that, because what it does is, with being a nuisance, it makes people stop and actually watch it. Whenever they see the little subtitles and whatnot, they'll see that you just slapped somebody for no reason. And now you're angry because you're like, why would you slap that old lady? Why would you do that? But if you just scroll past that shit, it gets no attention. It doesn't go nowhere. And now they just did that shit for no reason. They got multiple charges versus them getting those charges still, right? And now they got fame off of it. And now they could pay their way out of it. No, they need to start cracking down on them people and they get consequences so that it doesn't continue to happen. Like if they started banning people's accounts that was doing junk like that, people wouldn't do it no more. But the reason why they don't do that is because hate gets more revenue for these platforms, right? Brings in more views, more revenue for the platforms. Therefore, they make more money. The creator makes more money, and the platform itself makes more money. And if the platform is making money, especially if it's a significant amount of money, they don't care. They don't care. They'll run your name through the dirt just to get a couple extra dollars. They really do not care. Why do you think you see all them Clippers
defense and aid as well,
using stuff out of context?
Heavy.
Chud, if you see this clip, bro, look, man, all these motherfuckers hate you. They're looking for something to go after you with. So you just got to be on point, bro. And I'm not saying that on some hating shot. I actually want to see him win. I actually think he's hilarious. I think it's funny. And quite frankly, watching all these fucking get so butthurt over a word goes to show the problems in the black community. Like they'll sit there and be willing to risk it all, lose their life over somebody saying, like, really, bro?
Like the word. Remember when you couldn't say for some?
And don't even get me started on this nigga. He done had too many ups and downs and lefts and rights. He doesn't even know which side he want to be on for real. He don't even know which side he want to be on. First he's against it, then he's with it, then he's against it. This nigga's banned in a whole country, I think. In a whole another state or some junk like that. He's banned somewhere. I think he's banned from Australia or some junk like that. Like he doesn't know which side he want to be on. We need a word to start going away. There is a word, but it's no point. It's like you don't need to do that. It's just people just simply need to stop being racist. You ain't even got to be racist back. You just don't be racist. It's not hard. You ain't got you ain't never heard the term. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to do that. But this person right here, him, my nigga, he's trying to jump on this wave too, but he just had a whole group of people that is just like him. It was Myron, what's it called? What's that one dude? Andrew Tate, all them people, and it was another dude. I forgot dude's name. It's like Tommy Innit or something like that. Or maybe not Tommy Innit, somebody. But long story short, he did something that was racist or something like that, or very offensive, and they all turned against him. Like they literally all made their own separate videos against him, wouldn't even answer the phone for him to try to defend himself, no nothing. But yet he's still on this wave. That goes to show they do it for the PR and for their junk. Like Myron wouldn't even answer the phone or talk to this dude on what's it called? On stream whenever he tried to call him to defend himself. He said, "Nah, bro, that doesn't look good. Hit me when if you get off stream." So they're literally fake towards you, and you're still trying to suck up to them to try to be cool with them. Like, bro, it doesn't make any sense. It don't make any sense at all. But hey, different strokes with different folks.
So many years and now everybody says it again because you're not gonna call a you call somebody stupid when they're acting like a. Who said that? Steve Carell in The Office. It's true. You don't say it to be hurtful. Every other word can be like that too. Do people see what I'm saying? By getting this upset at that word, you're giving it power. You're attributing a lot of meaning and hurt and emotion to it. You're allowing this to control you, and it's just a word. At the end of the day, it is just a word.
Now, for what it's worth, we all knew that these two numbskulls would be on his side, but I think you should probably say to yourself, if you're Chud the Builder, like, is it a good thing that Sneeko and Myron are the ones that are, hyping me up? Is that really a good thing?
The worst people to hype you up.
I don't know. Especially if at the end of the day,
if you have Myron Gaines or Sneeko behind you on anything that you are doing, you should probably stop immediately. Like, you should probably stop. If they're your two biggest supporters, you might want to just go ahead and wrap it up. I'm not. You might want to wrap that up immediately.
These people aren't going to help you in your IRL situation. Myron and
Did you see how weird they are towards each other?
For your baby's mother changing your child's name. All they're going to do is get on their platforms and talk about, oh, that's crazy. Women are this, women are that, and the third. And your child's now going to have a new last name. Like, ultimately, their words are just words as well. They're not going to do anything to actually help you. When the FBI moves you up on the list of white supremacist provocateurs, they're not going to be there for you in that type of support. They might extend some words, but again, words are just words. I think the aftermath of Chud's arrest is just proving the original point that the content isn't worth it. I don't care what nobody says. Once you leave the internet, it stops being entertainment. Chud came back trying to act like he survived all of the controversy, but you can't hide it in your face, gang. Everybody around you is saying the opposite. The police are asking deeper questions. Your family is turning against you. Your past is being dragged up. It's really, really genuinely speaking, not looking good. And this isn't even because I'm anti what you're saying. This is just an objective fact. If you are doing dumb shit that's gonna cost the people in your immediate life off the internet when you log off, connection, and it's gonna have real life consequences, then what the fuck are you doing it for? To have fun and for free speech? Again, is there no other way to have fun and get off your free speech takes? It's stupid, gang. It's the stupidest thing in the world. Chud thought
But that's a W video by OBZ. Y'all make sure to leave a like on his video. I'm gonna leave it in the description. But y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, and follow the Twitch in the description. And I'm out.